Creepy.
Coming up.
I think that was Angela getting the chills.
Do you just take a shot?
Or was she taking a shot?
We just why?
Angela!
This episode is scaring Angela so bad, she just took a shot. You know, we do a lot of talking about how one time at a house in Indiana, we handcuffed Brianna to a bathtub and handcuffed Angela to a portal closet. I mean, we did turn the experience into a short film called Beware the Haunted Bathtubs, which is a very serious look at residual energy containment vessels across America. But that's a side note. We do a lot of talking about that one instance because everyone still to this day comments on the TikToks and the short film we made. Is she okay? Why is she handcuffed? Should I call 911? And it's like, perfectly normal. Yes.
Absolutely normal, yeah.
We were doing a solo ghost hunt and decided to handcuff our friend to a bathtub that's a portal to another dimension. That's very
Yeah.
normal. Don't ask any follow-up questions. Please don't contact the police.
Totally normal. Mm-hmm.
Made me wonder though, because in the previous episode too, Angela was saying how like a terrifying instance would be to do that handcuffing, but like at a big, massive, like haunted, abandoned prison, and like
Mm-hmm.
handcuffed to like an entire cell block or whatever, and have people like role playing guards and make it really realistic.
Yeah.
But would that actually be the worst case scenario? Like you know all those things where people like craft make your poison, like craft a dangerous cocktail that will fuck you up, right? We're gonna do that tonight. What is the recipe for the most dangerous fuck you up solo investigation cocktail that will actually give you one of the elusive, always talked about, but we've never experienced paranormal hangovers?
Oh, God.
Welcome to our podcast where we take deep dives
Looking at various topics through a paranormal lens.
this whole handcuffing thing to haunted bathtubs. Then we made a short film about.
Yeah.
That everyone says,
Mhm.
call 911. This is crazy. What are you doing? Is that the worst case scenario? Is there anything worse than being left in a place by yourself, handcuffed to a portal? That
I can definitely think of a lot more.
you can, and we're
Yeah.
not discussing this so that the other people can take notes, right? But by the end of this, we should all have an idea on what our most feared possible outcome of a solo investigation challenge would be.
Mine is just being solo.
That's it.
I don't like doing solos on investigations.
You know, I'm also not a big fan of solos, but I feel like at this point I've done some pretty scary solos. And,
you've done enough where like I feel like you can be used to it and like
Oh
can
no.
keep to it. No?
No. There's no ever getting used to doing a solo. Literally the scariest one I ever did wasn't the handcuffed one. It was the solo blindfolded Estes method
Ooh.
in the basement of Madison Seminary. That was terrifying.
True.
That was terrifying.
Not terrifying for us, but terrifying for you.
Yeah, terrifying
Especially
for
since
me.
we went back in the footage and you had no idea because you were blindfolded
Mm-hmm.
in the dark
a
basement.
bat.
There was a bat circling her head the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Terrifying footage.
Mm-hmm. Terrifying footage. Also just terrifying in general. And
You volunteered.
also
It was
more
your idea.
terrifying is that I came up with the idea and
Yeah.
volunteered to do it.
Okay, well,
I always
that-
put myself in those circumstances, and I don't know why.
Well, I know it plays into this theme, right? What's worse, like the worst case scenario type of thing? Because anytime we propose a scary idea, instead of Bree saying, that's scary, she instead proposes something mildly less scary for her to do alone while we do the even scarier thing. And then afterwards realizes maybe what I did was more scary. Am I like wrong in that? Like, it's every time we say we're gonna do a occulty ritual type of thing. You're like, I'm gonna do a solo. I'm gonna be blindfolded in the basement and get shit on by a bat.
I didn't get shit on by a bat,
I made that part
FYI.
up.
That'd have been so funny. Okay, Brianna, though.
You're like, what is the
If you
ectoplasmic substance on?
Yeah, it meant like what would you have thought if you were just doing the Estes method
I just
blindfolded and you felt
felt
something fall on you?
I would have flipped shit. I would have been like, "Oh my god,
Literally.
something just touched me." And then, probably would have ran out of there, tripped myself, um, probably broken a few things, and then got into the light and realized, "Oh, that's literally just shit."
Oh, that's just a bat.
So
Um,
Brianna's solo investigation like cocktail would include batshit.
Maybe.
Damn,
A
you're
bat
batshit.
flying in your mouth.
I am batshit.
I
Oh,
could
a
I couldn't
bat
tell. It kind of
flying in your
glitched there.
mouth
It
would
kind of glitched. Did you say I'm bad shit or I'm batshit?
yes.
Beware of Brie, guys. She's some bad shit. We should
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
the short film. We should re-release Beware the Haunted Bathtubs as Beware the Bad Shit Haunted Bathtubs. Beware the bad shit bathtubs. There.
Feel-
Okay, so we determined Angela doesn't even need handcuffs. But also
Nah.
one of the reasons we did the handcuffs too wasn't for like scary effect. It was like literally like
It was
if
for
you
the commitment.
commitment. If you don't like
Yeah.
doing solos, you have to do a solo. So if doing a
Mhm.
solo is scary enough, this forces you to do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is your guys' scariest place you think would be to do a solo?
I'd say so the difference between the Madison Seminary one and what we're talking about with the handcuffing at
Mhm.
the state house in
Yeah.
Indiana. In Madison, we were still on the property. At a state house, you were alone in the building.
Yeah.
So I'd say, and this isn't really an answer, but anything that involves actually
Being
being
totally
alone, like
alone
totally alone.
on
Yeah,
location.
on location.
Okay. I was gonna say for myself, like location wise, doing a solo at a jail would be terrifying.
That would be terrifying. Oh
Like,
goodness,
Okay.
you
you
don't
guys,
know that what energy was left behind from those inmates that were there.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
that is
How about we do this? How about we make one big cauldron of one terrible potion? So far, our ingredient list is a prison that involves at some point a bat shitting on your head.
yes.
So,
So
so,
far.
And
so
you
far, yeah,
being like totally
yeah.
by yourself on location, nobody else is on property.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you writing
Um
it down, Ben?
I'm writing this down.
Heck yeah.
if we're going with this sort of scenario and like taking it step by step, I feel like if you're in a jail doing a solo, you could potentially remove the handcuffs from the situation and lock someone in a cell for a solo. I think that would be terrifying.
Handcuffed in a
No,
cell.
you don't even need the
No.
handcuffs, I
Okay.
feel like.
Just locking someone in a cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be so
Locked,
fun.
locked in a cell, and then a bat is also in the cell shitting on your head. That's terrible. Okay. Okay.
We're
So let's take it a step further now. Flashlight or no flashlight? Do you want to see what's happening?
Oh.
I think being able to see would be scarier.
I also agree with that because
Yeah.
at Madison when I was blindfolded for Estes, I felt like if I could see, it would have made things worse.
Yeah, because it's like
But
you're gonna
also
be
at the
like
same
something's gonna
time,
look around the corner at you or something like
Hmm.
that.
Especially a
but also,
prison, you got all the cells. If you shine the light the wrong way, it casts a shadow.
hmm
Yeah.
I think having a light would be scarier.
It's always just shadows. But
Yeah.
what would be scarier? Being because if you're blindfolded, you got to have the handcuffs. You can't just be blindfolded walking around.
Yeah.
Or would that actually be funny? Or tie your hands around your back. Straight jacket and blindfold. So you can still walk
Oh,
around and bump into shit.
Oh my gosh. Straight jacket. No. Like that's just a hazard at that point.
Okay, so we gotta we got to be a little more grounded here. What's a hazard and what's actually safe? But okay, blindfolded and restrained, be it straitjacket, handcuff, whatever, or a flashlight. What's scarier, blindfold or a light?
Oh. I'd say having a light is probably scarier
I'm gonna stick to the
because
light.
of the shadow factor.
I do agree. You can trick yourself into believing you're somewhere. Like if you don't have the Estes thing set up and
Mm-hmm.
you just have a blindfold, you can fall asleep, close your eyes,
Mm-hmm.
force yourself
Mm-hmm.
to forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this sounds weird, maybe to other people, but in our scariest solo scenario, I added a note. You are allowed a flashlight. Because to us, that makes it scarier.
Ah. Okay.
Equipment. Do you have equipment? Do you not have equipment? What would be
I would
scarier?
say having
It
you've
depends
got
on
to
the
have that.
equipment.
Yeah, it depends on the equipment. But so what would the scariest I think
Anything that produces words
having
for me.
either that or something that detects like is a sensory detector like a cat ball or a REM pod, like something that tells you that there's something there. Like say you're locked in a
Yes.
jail cell and you have cat balls lining the hallway and you
Yeah.
see them slowly light up one by one coming in your direction.
Yeah.
It
So
gave me goosebumps.
cat
Yeah, I knew
balls
that would
and
be
REM pods line the hallway, and then you have an you have an EMF meter in the cell.
the EMF
I
meter
wouldn't
is
say
not gonna
EMF
be.
meter. No,
No, that's not gonna
I
be
No.
scary.
a spirit box.
Spirit
Yes.
what okay, would the spirit box static overpowering everything else be scarier or less scarier than silence?
I feel like that's one of the things with the spirit box. One of its downsides and one of its good sides is like it creates white noise, so you can't hear a lot of everything else. So it's the same thing as like wearing the blindfold. Like if you can't see it, you can pretend it's not there. If you can't hear anything except for the white static, you can pretend nothing else is going on. So having that a filtered spirit box or ovulus that gives you words is going to be scarier than just
Mm-hmm.
the white noise
Yeah.
spirit box.
For
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
simplicity, I just put word generator device in the cell, just
Yeah.
instead of over
Mhm. Mhm.
explaining. But I do agree. I do agree the scariest thing possible would be things that detect motion in the hallway, like cat balls and REM pods. That would be terrifying. And then in the
Mhm.
cell itself is something that would just spit out words or phrases.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
And it.
But other than that, it's just ambient sound. So
Yeah.
you can hear something walks up to that. That would be that's the
Mhm.
ambient noise
I
is
mean,
often.
of course, in this situation, you'd probably have like a video camera or like a voice
Well,
recorder,
would you?
something to. I would say yes. You want to record the whole thing. Like that's one of the things with solos is like it didn't happen unless you have proof. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, but
um,
I'd wager would you're locked in a cell. Would we set
mhm.
up two cameras, both outside the cell, one pointing in, one out,
Mhm.
or would it be? Because I think it would be less scary if you are allowed to have a camera that you're
Yeah.
holding and you're
Yeah.
pointing around, and that adds light, and you can just talk to the
Yeah, no, I
camera.
don't think you should have the camera. I think it should be like outside the cell. You can have the voice recorder in the cell with you,
Yes.
though.
Yeah. Yes. But I wrote down the cameras themselves outside the cell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it is being filmed, but you can't access the cameras
Yeah.
themselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which that's so terrifying because like if you see the camera like shut off or something,
Mm-hmm.
that would be so scary. If
Yeah.
the cat balls start going off one by one, approaching the camera, and then the camera dies and you can't reach the camera or like do anything about it, and that's just a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of ambient light that now you lose.
Yeah. Exactly. Creepy.
What was that, Ange? Was that like a scared?
I think that was Angela getting the chills.
Do you just take a shot?
Or was she taking a shot?
We just why? we
Angela.
This episode is scaring Angela so bad, she just took a shot.
What did you take a
And
shot of?
she could barely drink it. Look at her face.
But why do you think this is good? This is like spicy water. It doesn't even taste like whiskey.
Spicy
It's
water.
whiskey. It's the cheapest Canadian whiskey you can
God.
get, but it goes down smooth. Like you
Oh,
said, it's like water.
Yeah, it's like water, but it's doesn't have that like itchiness of whiskey, you know?
Doesn't
It's
have the
too
itch.
watery. I don't
Itch.
know. I don't know how else to
Oh.
describe it. Like, oh god, that was like not a good taste. That was like watered down whiskey. Like, give me that pure stuff. That's like almost easier and tastes better.
Should I add to this cocktail then? Cheap Canadian whiskey?
Oh god, yeah.
No, because you can't have something to settle the nerves for you.
No, you take two shots of cheap Canadian whiskey before you get locked in.
Okay.
Or would that make it less scary?
That would give you a boost of confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grandeur.
A non-alcoholic Canadian
Non-alcoholic
spice
Canadian spice whiskey.
water.
Better yet, let's just get an IV going with some whiskey. Get it right in your bloodstream.
If we were at like a haunted hospital, that'd be not realistic for a prison.
No.
Okay. Speaking of it's a prison, should we really
Mhm.
lean into the idea of okay, how can we make this the most terrifying traumatic experience possible for the person doing the solo? Should we have at one random point during their solo someone pretending to be a guard come in and start banging on cells without them knowing?
No.
Why?
I think having a mirror in the room facing you.
Wait, let's go back to the guy being the guard. Is that too scary? Scary?
That kind of ruins the effect of the solo. I mean, you could do that like when you're closing them in, be like have as they're leaving,
Okay.
like to stir up activity.
Yeah, that's a good
But I
idea.
don't think having someone come in the middle of the solo would make sense.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
no distractions. You're completely alone. No one.
Mm-hmm.
But having a mirror in the cell?
I think having a mirror in the cell, let it face you the
I
whole time.
don't like that. I
Exactly,
don't
that's why
like
you
that,
gotta
and
do
that
it.
probably is like the reason why it's got to be added to the list.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the
Okay.
point.
Okay. Live stream or no live stream? No live stream
No live stream.
because I felt comfort when I had a live
Yeah, no
stream.
live
It felt
stream.
like I had people with me.
What if you could do a live stream that's like so you can't see the phone? Like they're watching you, but they can't see the phone.
Oh, but then you can't like comment on what's going
Exactly,
on. Like
people are just gonna
if
watch
people
you.
ask questions, I
Well-
even still, like when it is for me, especially during that, like going back thinking about that live, it's like you build a script for yourself, and like gives you comfort that, oh, I'm talking to people, like no matter what, you're talking to people. So like as long as you're talking, it tricks your brain into thinking that, oh, okay, I'm fine.
Yes. Plus, you knew we were watching on the other end of the live stream. In this
Mhm.
scenario, even though, like, I don't know why I'm saying Bree in this case is doing a solo. But if Bree was doing a solo, would she have access to like talk to it? Would we even know what's going on? Or is it just a case of we'll be back in 30 minutes regardless?
That's a good question. Because I feel like you've got to have a safeguard like
Mm-hmm.
like something. Like in case of like worst case scenario, you got to have some way to reach each other.
We're on the phone, but the phone is outside the cell?
Mm, I don't know. Either that or just no, like 30-minute solo and we'll come back. Hopefully nobody dies.
Well, if they do, that's they can continue the investigation.
Oh my gosh. Ah.
Come on,
Anyway.
Angela. I was totally baiting Angela to say something. That was totally an Angela sort of.
I think I'm having a hard time focusing. My mind's too like busy. You know? There's a reason I took a shot.
I feel like that would have
What?
made it worse.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you remember the last time you drank on this? You were just talking about Bigfoot being the Antichrist. Okay, so no one should die. I'm sorry I tried prompting Angela to interject with one of her
Oh,
Angela-isms.
are you talking about
What?
like when you said like imagine if you like you shouldn't do this, but like imagine if someone dies or gets killed and then you do some like ghost hunting, like what kind of activity would that stir up?
There we go. That's what I wanted.
There we go. That's what we were
I
looking
knew.
for.
If you just plant the seed, Angela would just be like, "Ooh, okay, this is a hypothetical, but like, what if, you guys? What if in a extreme scenario? I don't want to encourage it, but if someone got murdered,
Murdered.
Murdered.
murder me, please."
Nobody said that.
Okay.
Okay, I do almost daily say either I need to be euthanized or please take me out back and shoot me. So like,
Brianna.
the
Mm.
possible
Who do you tell that to?
my coworkers.
Well, I'm glad they're nice people. Tell the wrong
Yeah.
person that, and you're dead.
True.
And we sound drunker than you do. What's going on?
God, I'm not like I'm just distracted. I might
You're just like,
like
It's all the ghosts in the apartment.
I
she's like a dog, you know. The dog says squirrel, squirrel. She's like ghost, ghost.
What do we have so far?
So far, um, we have you're in a prison, completely alone, no contact with anybody permitted. You are locked in a cell. All cameras are outside the cell. No live stream. You are allowed to have a flashlight. There are capos and REM pods in the hallway. You have a word generator device in the cell with you. There's also a mirror in the cell. And at some point, a bat shits on your head. That's the scariest
and
solo
at
we
some
could come
point
up
a
with.
fat shits on your head.
This is the. This is our
there any-
creation.
Is there anything else to add that would make it
We
scarier?
gather a group on the outside and we do some sort of ritual to summon a scary
Santa?
entity. Yeah, it could be a scary Santa
We keep baiting Angela, but she's so
to
like distracted by ghosts that she's not.
yeah, but you do that to like make like have the most scariest entity come into
How about
hell
no?
with you.
Why no? Because it's just stupid, or it would make it scarier.
Yes, both.
Yes.
Completely alone. However, a coven is hired to conduct a conjuring ritual on the grounds while the solo is performed.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, correction, a random coven.
A random coven. Oh, okay. So, coven
We
of
don't know what that
a
coven's
random
all
coven
about.
that has not been vetted or we even know anyone in. It's a Craigslist coven.
Oh,
Mm.
I was literally adding a random Facebook Marketplace coven.
No. You can't even do Facebook
No.
Marketplace. It's got to be Craigslist.
Yeah, it gotta be Craigslist.
A random Craigslist coven is hired to conduct a conjuring ritual on the grounds while the solo is performed.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
The coven is instructed to wear orange jumpsuits, simulating escaped prisoners.
God, what else could we do to make things like
This-
scarier?
Can you
Ooh,
imagine?
it's got to be on a night of a new moon, so there is no extra light.
A
Yes.
new moon at 3 a.m.
Ooh, yeah, time. 3
Yeah,
a.m.
3 a.m. Though
Yeah.
honestly, the 3 a.m. thing, I feel like whenever we do investigations, that's when
There's
we get
nothing
the
then. That's so true.
amount of
I think
activity. It's always between 10 and midnight.
Okay, so 11.
11:30
11:30.
goes into midnight.
Yes.
Because we always get that big jump at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Not
11.
at 3. That's
Yeah,
just an
it's
old
pretty
wives' tale.
quiet. Yeah.
We can do 11:33. Yeah, okay.
11:30.
Our scariest solo investigation takes place at 11:33 p.m. on a new moon.
Yeah.
When should the bat shit on your head? At
12:33.
midnight? A bat?
Well, we can't plan when the bat shits on our
No,
head.
no, we just gotta keep you gotta stay in the cell until the bat shit.
Ooh, I
That's
just
when you
thought of
leave.
something. I
You
just thought
leave
of
when the
something
bat
that
shits.
you guys would absolutely hate.
What?
Having Boo Buddy out in the
Ah,
hallway.
God,
Boo
no.
Buddy
I
right out
wouldn't.
of reach outside the
Yeah,
cell.
I wouldn't mind that.
That
I would
wouldn't
hate
make me
that.
scared. That would just make me angry.
But that would feed it.
Yeah, and Boo Buddy says those creepy, like, little kid voice things
That's not
at
creepy. It's
random times.
annoying.
I'm adding it.
But when
We know your hatred for Boo Buddy, and I share the sentiments, Angela. So I'm adding this because I know it would frustrate me to the point it would heighten my anxiety.
That's fair. That's fair. Gosh.
Cat balls and REM pods line the hallway. Boo Buddy is just out of reach
it's just out of reach.
and cannot be turned off.
So annoying.
Good question Angela alluded to.
What?
How long is the solo?
I'd say max 30 minutes.
But this is scariest scenario.
I'm just thinking practical.
Should we just say 30 minutes then?
I do think it should be 30 minutes because all activity happens in like a 30 minute time frame and then it starts dwindling out. That's usually how the patterns go.
Okay. What if we
And
round
then-
up a little bit? Starts at 11:33, we get you at 12:15.
So 45 minutes.
45?
Yeah, that seems good.
Ugh.
Because we
Ugh.
gotta
I'm
keep
just
them.
imagining. I mean, my solo at the State House was around that long for 45 minutes, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to imagine spending that amount of time in a haunted cell. Ugh. I couldn't even do 20 minutes in the basement of Madison.
Is there anything else we can make this like even scarier by
don't
adding? Like, is there
know.
anything possible?
Ooh, I did have an idea that just flashed across my brain. What if instead of a flashlight, you had candles, like a candle and matches? Because that would constantly have moving light.
I
Hmm.
think having a light that randomly just flashes in that
I was thinking
general
that
area would be pretty damn scary.
a flashlight is programmed to just shut off, like just turn on and off in 5-minute intervals or something, where it goes on for 5 minutes and you're without it for 5, and it suddenly turns
No,
back
I was
on.
not even thinking that. I'm just thinking like, poof, just on and off, on and off, just like that once in a while. Because it's just like you just have your eyes open, you're in the pitch black, and then all of a sudden it's like, poof, and then you see everything around you, and then I'm picturing like the possessed nun like standing in the door.
I'm thinking what that's making me think of like is like one of those shutter lights that's constantly flashing, like a rave light.
Oh God, that sounds even worse.
That would be terrible.
That would be even worse.
What's worse, that like a rave light? What's that? Is that like the proper term?
I have no idea.
Well,
I
but
don't know.
it's like a strobe light, right?
A strobe
Or-
light. Yeah,
strobe light.
strobe light. There we go.
Strobe light or old school. Realistically, we probably wouldn't be allowed to have a real candle in an old building, but like
true.
a fake candle or a strobe light. What
Well,
would
what's
be
the
I feel like
point
a
of the
fake
fake
candle.
candle?
Yeah, a fake candle wouldn't work.
There's no point in the
Strobe
fake
light?
candle.
Yeah.
It's just strobe light, yeah.
Ugh.
You're allowed a flashlight, but it's a strobe light. So you have the option: be in the pitch black or turn on a strobe light. I think that makes it scarier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Any other additions, or is this kind of like the...
No, I think that's pretty terrifying. I don't know what could make that scarier.
Let me repeat this. So, there's a haunted prison. The bigger the better. You are completely alone inside the prison. However, on the grounds of the prison, a random Craigslist coven is hired to conduct a ritual on the grounds. They are instructed to wear orange jumpsuits to simulate escaped prisoners. We start the solo at 11:33 p.m. on a new moon when we lock whoever's doing the solo in the cell, and we enter the building to get them 45 minutes later at 12:15. All cameras are outside the cell, no live stream or phone, no contact with anyone on the outside. You are allowed to have a flashlight, but it's a strobe light. There are cat balls and REM pods lining the hallway, and Boo Buddy's just out of reach and cannot be turned off. There's a word generator device in the cell with you, as well as a mirror. And we purposefully place a bat in the cell in hopes that it shits on your head. My only question remaining:
Sounds so good.
what should the threshold be? How many listens does this episode need to get for us to make this a reality?
Oh,
What's your
100,000.
average?
100,000?
Oh, I was thinking like a realistic, like.
Realistic?
No, I don't want to do
Like,
this. What are you
big-
saying? What are you talking about?
Well,
We're not going to get
I don't know.
100,000 listens.
Yeah, that's impossible.
I'd say
Okay.
1,000. If we get 1,000. 1,000
Yeah.
by a certain day.
Okay.
1,000.
I think
listens a
even
day?
like I think 1,000 is still a lot if you guys are trying to be realistic. Um,
You guys, you say you guys as if like you're not included in this.
400.
I was even gonna go lower than that, being realistic.
350.
I'd say 150.
One,
Oh no,
no,
we could get that. We
No,
could get that.
we average in the 40 to 60 range per episode, so that's double. No, it's got to be at least
Okay.
500.
Okay. No, I wouldn't say
400.
500. Let's say 400. 400 and we play Jenga and someone has to do a solo in a jail.
So when's this coming out? Oh, bright computer. Okay, this is coming out next week on July 30th. So if by September 1st this episode has 400 listens, we will do a live streamed Jenga game. We'll do best 2 out of 3 live, and by the end of the year, if possible, at least 1 year from the date of the recording, we will book a big abandoned haunted prison and make this a reality.
Ugh.
So
I'm just because I'm gonna end up losing Jenga.
you're the one that said 400. I said
I know.
1,000. This is
Well,
again.
I said
Bree
100,000
talking
and
yourself
you
into
guys said
doing it.
no, you gotta be more realistic.
Because we're not getting 100,000. If we said 100,000, Taven's gonna be out there sharing this 5 million times for no reason. Think about Taven. Poor Taven. At least give him a purpose in life. Come
Oh my
on.
God.
He's gonna be
Ugh.
sharing this, and then he's like, "Why am I even sharing this? There's no point." Not even
I'm gonna-
Taven knows 100,000 people.
I'm gonna lose Jenga.
Now,
no,
if
it's too easy.
every episode of Malice in the Mitten was a person, we would have 100,000 votes. They have a lot of episodes,
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
especially if you add up everything on the XL network. Okay. So enough babbling. We need to make it clear, everyone that's still listening, you are the November fans. If you want us in November, we'll do it in November just for you. If you want a November live stream, a special 2 out of 3 Jenga match live, only for you, we'll give a Zoom link only to the November fans to watch. That will determine who, within a year's time, will do this terrifying solo in the prison while a coven is outside. That we'll play it straight. We'll even find a Craigslist coven. We'll let ChatGPT write the Craigslist post. Get this to 400 listens by September 1st. And September 1st is a Tuesday. So got a couple weeks to do it. If we do somehow get enough listens, we will record an announcement on that Tuesday, September 1st, to post as that week's episode saying, "Fuck Bree, you're fucked." Okay, step outside of yourselves for a moment. Just think as like an objective third party. Who would be the best? So, like, who would contribute or create the best footage to watch back? Like, who would make for the best solo on a playback?
Not me.
I feel
I feel like
like
you, Brianna.
Mhm.
I feel like Ben or I would probably do
I'm
pretty
glad that everyone
well.
agrees it's not me.
Yeah, we were just like, better not be Ange. I hope it's Bree.
No, just for that, I hope it's you, Ben.
Well, I'm just gonna like, something's gonna happen, and I'm gonna say afterwards, like, yeah, I think I saw like an alien, you guys, like, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
have a whole podcast about like my alien sighting, and then you guys are gonna be like, this Ben guy's kind of nuts.
I just saw an alien.
It's not an
Mhm.
alien.
God, I hope it doesn't get 400 listens.
Okay, I need.
I'm not
Hold
gonna
on.
listen to that episode. I've listened to every single episode so far, just like as a refresher, because I don't remember what we talked about by the time that the episodes come out. And I'm not gonna listen to that episode because I don't want to add to the total.
You're that scared? But I mean,
Yeah.
that was the point of
Yeah.
the episode.
I do not want to end up having to do a solo in a haunted jail cell.
Ooh,
But
okay.
we know.
Hey. Angela's not on right now. Should we form a pact right now that if this happens, if either of us loses, we make it in the moment a best 3 out of 5, just so
Yeah.
that so we'll make a pact right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We got each other's. Angela's gonna lose this. She's not on right now, okay?
It's 3 out of
Any
5.
All right. Anyways, continue. Sorry, I just
Yeah.
want to get that out that
Um.
Angela's gonna lose no matter what.
Yeah. I was gonna
What?
say.
What are you talking
no,
about?
Oh,
nothing. I don't know. What are you talking about? We didn't say anything.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Paranormal Lens. If you liked what you heard, every 5-star rating and positive review tells the algorithms we're a worthy podcast and pushes us out to more listeners. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you next Thursday for another paranormal deep dive.